South Korea has one of the highest average IQs on the planet, and it's not a coincidence. Hey everyone, and welcome to Korean Vibe. You wake up, scroll your phone for 20 minutes, rush through breakfast, or skip it entirely, and spend your day feeling mentally foggy, distracted, and vaguely behind. Sound familiar? Most of us are running on empty and wondering why our brains won't cooperate. Here's what's interesting: Koreans have quietly mastered a set of daily habits that sharpen the mind, build emotional intelligence, and create the kind of focused, disciplined thinking the rest of the world is only now starting to study. There's a reason Korea leads the world in education, innovation, and cognitive performance year after year, and it's not genetics, it's lifestyle. These habits aren't complicated. They don't require a gym membership or a life overhaul. They're small, intentional, and deeply rooted in a culture that has always treated the mind as something worth protecting. Let's break down exactly what they're doing and how you can start today. Eating brain food as a daily ritual, not a diet trend. You've probably heard that diet affects your brain, but you still reach for whatever's fast and easy. Koreans don't treat brain food as a health trend. It's just Tuesday. The traditional Korean diet, kimchi, seaweed, fermented vegetables, fish broth, is naturally rich in probiotics, omega-3s, and antioxidants. Fermented foods like kimchi directly feed your gut microbiome, which neuroscientists now call the second brain. Koreans have eaten this way for centuries, not as a discipline, but as culture. Research from the British Journal of Nutrition links fermented food consumption to reduced cognitive decline and improved memory. Your gut and your brain are in constant conversation, and the Koreans figured that out long before the scientists did. Your turn. Add one fermented food to your daily meals: yogurt, kimchi, or sauerkraut. Swap one processed snack for seaweed or walnuts. Cook one warm, real meal this week instead of ordering out. Small plates, sharp minds. It really is that simple. 2. Nunchi, the art of reading the room. Have you ever walked into a conversation and completely misread the energy, said the wrong thing at the wrong time and felt it immediately? Koreans practice nunchi, pronounced nunchi, a social intelligence skill that means the ability to read unspoken emotions and adjust instantly. It's taught from childhood. You're expected to sense what people need before they say it. In Korea, having good nunchi is one of the highest compliments you can receive. Emotional intelligence is now considered one of the strongest predictors of success and mental performance, more reliable than raw IQ in many studies. Your turn. Before speaking in your next conversation, pause for 2 seconds and observe. Ask yourself, what is this person actually feeling right now? Practice listening more than you talk, and notice how people respond differently to you. When you understand people deeply, your mind becomes a sharper, more powerful tool. 3. The Ppalli-Ppalli Mindset, urgency without anxiety. Most people either move too slow and procrastinate, or they rush and burn out. There's a middle gear most of us never find. Koreans live by Ppalli-Ppalli, literally hurry hurry, a cultural drive to move with speed and efficiency. But it's not frantic energy. It's a trained sense of momentum. Koreans get things done fast, not because they're stressed, but because they respect their time and other people's time equally. Studies on task momentum show that starting quickly and maintaining pace dramatically improves cognitive output and reduces decision fatigue throughout the day. Your turn. Pick one task you've been avoiding and give yourself a hard 10-minute start window. No preparation. Just begin. Use a timer. Build the habit of starting fast. Then carry that energy forward. Motion creates momentum, and momentum creates mental clarity. 4. Studying in groups. Accountability as fuel. You sit down to study or work alone, get distracted within 15 minutes, and wonder why discipline feels impossible. You're not lazy, you're just isolated. In Korea, group study culture, called gongbang, is deeply embedded in student and professional life. Study cafes exist everywhere. People sit together, work silently, and hold each other accountable simply by being present. The social energy raises the collective standard. Behavioral research confirms that social accountability increases task completion rates by up to 65%. The brain is wired to perform better when observed, even gently. Your turn. Find one accountability partner for a weekly work or study session. Try a virtual co-working stream on YouTube. Simply being witnessed while you work will transform your output. You don't need motivation, you need the right environment. 5. Walking as thinking time. Your best ideas never come while you're staring at a screen. They come in the shower, on a walk, in the quiet spaces between tasks. Koreans integrate walking into daily life naturally. Neighborhood strolls after dinner, mountain hiking on weekends, walking between subway stops instead of taking taxis. It's not exercise for its own sake. It's rhythm. It's reset. Stanford researchers found that creative thinking improves by up to 81% while walking. Regular walkers also show increased hippocampal volume, the brain region responsible for memory and learning. Your turn. Take a 10-minute walk after your next meal. Leave your phone in your pocket, or better, at home. Let your mind wander. Notice what ideas surface when you stop forcing them. The brain thinks best when the body is moving. 6. Jeong, deep connection as cognitive nourishment. Loneliness isn't just painful, it's cognitively expensive. Isolated people age faster mentally, and science is finally catching up to what cultures have always known. Koreans have a concept called Jeong, a deep, almost untranslatable bond that forms between people over time through shared experience and care. It's not romantic love or friendship exactly. It's a kind of emotional rootedness. Koreans actively invest in Jeong, regular family meals, checking in on neighbors, sitting together without needing to perform. Harvard's landmark 80-year study on human development concluded that the quality of your relationships is the single greatest predictor of long-term health, including brain health. Your turn. Reach out to one person you've been meaning to connect with. Share a meal with someone this week, with phones away. Invest in depth, not just breadth, in your relationships. A nourished heart feeds a sharper mind. 7. The habit of reflection, journaling before sleep. You end most days consuming videos, feeds, noise, and fall asleep with a cluttered mind. Then wonder why you wake up still tired. In Korea, the evening is treated as sacred time for self-cultivation. Many Koreans journal, review the day, or sit quietly before sleep, a practice rooted in Confucian philosophy that values daily self-examination as the path to growth. The question isn't what happened today, it's who did I become today? Neuroscience shows that reflective journaling before sleep enhances memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and problem-solving ability because it helps the brain properly process and store the day's experiences. Your turn. Write 3 sentences before bed tonight. One thing you learned, one thing you'd do differently, and one thing you're proud of. Keep a small notebook by your pillow. Do it for 7 days and watch what shifts. The person who reflects daily is the person who grows daily. 7 habits. One powerful truth. Intelligence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build, one intentional choice at a time. Korea has been quietly proving that for generations. Now you have the blueprint. The only question left is which habit you're starting with today. Thank you for watching Korean Vibe, and be sure to subscribe, because more incredible content is on the way.